this your first interview?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what we'll do is we'll go through the key areas of your DAF from where questions can come to you in the interview. The
Yes.
idea is for you to make a list of the keywords of your DAF and send that to me on WhatsApp. And I will go through that list and I will add to that list if I think anything else has been missed, and I will add to that list. And I will send that to Raj Malhotra's IAS study group. They will develop a question bank.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
So the first thing that you need to prepare for the interview is your name.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So, meaning of that name, what have you learned from that? How have you applied that in your life, and what can you bring from that to civil service? Okay.
Okay, sir.
Prominent personalities by that name, their contribution to public life, what have you learned from them, and how can you apply that to civil service as well? Okay. Then your date of birth. So anything important that happened on the date of your birth and the date of your interview will become important by default if it pertains to Indian history, geography, economy, politics, culture, current affairs.
Yes, sir.
Then that you can go to Wikipedia and you can find a list of important events that happened on the date of your birth and the date of your interview.
Okay, sir.
ठीक है. उसके बाद फिर next thing is your home state. So
Yes.
you have mentioned your home state as Tamil Nadu.
Woman. Yes, sir.
So whenever there are places in your DAF, you need to prepare on the lines of society, geography, economy, polity, history, culture, current affairs, salient issues. Salient issues in Tamil Nadu can be regarding uh, the river dispute with
Yes, sir.
Kaveri water river dispute, or development of port economy, coastal economy,
Okay, sir.
nuclear power plants in Tamil Nadu. Then the issue of casteism as well. Casteism
Okay, sir.
and patriarchy issue in Tamil Nadu. Then the three language issue. Then there can be issues regarding Sri Lankan Tamils, Kachati Island dispute, India-Sri Lanka relations. Then
Yes, sir.
Tamil Nadu in indices of central government.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what is the ranking of Tamil Nadu in Tamil Nadu state, cities or districts in indices of central government wherever they are relevant?
Okay, sir.
Some indices cities are ranked, some indices districts are ranked.
Yes, sir.
So you'll have to study accordingly.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then what is the one scheme of government of Tamil Nadu that you think central government should emulate?
Right, sir.
Okay. Then five problems of the state of Tamil Nadu, five solutions government is implementing. What else do you think should be implemented?
Okay, sir.
ठीक है. उसके
Yes, sir.
बाद next thing is your optional subject.
Yes, sir.
Optional subject is psychology and your graduation subject is
Psychology, sir.
psychology.
Yes, sir.
Okay. ठीक है. So they are going to be interested in the practical application based aspects, not the theory.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So like how have you applied psychology in your life? In the morning of the interview, you must have been anxious. So how did you use the knowledge of psychology to calm the
Yes, sir.
down? How are e-companies using psychology? What are dark patterns?
Yes, sir.
Are they considered to be violating the rights of the consumer? That is
Okay, sir.
that is what it has been used recently. ठीक है.
Yes, sir.
What is mental privacy? What are the provisions of the national health policy regarding mental health care? Why don't in India we focus as much on mental health? How many
Yes, sir.
psychiatrists per uh, uh, how many psychiatrists are there in India per thousand or per million, per thousand or per lakh population? What is the
Yes.
in developed countries? What is the ratio suggested by WHO?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how much is the
Yes, sir.
expenditure of the government of India on psychology?
Yes, sir.
Why nationalist tendencies are rising all over the world? What is psychological profiling? How is it done?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if somebody is suffering from depression, so how would you give help to them? What is the difference between psychiatrist and psychologist?
Yes, sir. Uh,
Okay,
yes, sir.
then can psychologists provide counseling services as well?
Okay, sir.
हाँ? उसके बाद
Yes, sir, they can.
उसके बाद then is it possible to change the behavior of people as such? What is behavioral economics? What is the role of psychology in that? Is psychology an inadequate science? What is child psychology? What is eidetic memory?
Okay, sir.
Will you use your knowledge of psychology to reduce stress in the workplace when you join civil service? What is emotional intelligence? What is narcissistic personality? Okay.
Yes, sir.
What initiatives, what can you bring from psychology to civil service? What
Okay,
initiatives
sir.
has the government of India taken for promotion of mental health?
Yes, sir.
How can you use your knowledge of technology to promote mental health? For instance, you have written computer science in your subjects in school.
Yes, sir.
So there can be questions where you need to draw from multiple of your subjects to answer one question. So that can be one
Okay,
of
sir.
the questions. Physics, chemistry, maths, mein what have been the latest developments? Who has won,
Yes, sir.
who has won the Fields Medal? What are the
Okay, sir.
economic, geopolitical, geostrategic implications, if any?
Of what, sir? Implications of?
Applications of the theories that won the Nobel Prize or Fields Medal.
Okay,
So,
sir.
and application and economic, geopolitical, geostrategic implications, if any.
Okay, sir.
Then developments in the field of computer science like AI, AR, VR, Internet of Things, big data, cyber security,
Yes, sir.
cyber security strategy, national cyber security strategy, cyber security policy, comprehensive national security strategy. Then what kind of cyber attacks is India vulnerable to? This can
Okay,
be
sir.
Trojans, malware, ransomware, distributed denial of services.
Yes,
Or
sir.
what other kind of cyber attacks is India vulnerable to? What is cyber command center?
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then what is I4C?
Okay, sir.
What is the size of the digital economy in India? What is the
Yes.
National Cyber Coordination Center, not Command Center? What is the National
Okay.
Cyber Coordination Center? And what is the role of CERT in that? What is the role of Critical Information Infrastructure Protection Center in cyber security in India?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है फिर उसके बाद what is the cost of internet shutdowns? How much cost does it? How much does it cost the economy? Internet shutdowns that we need to do for law and order.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Then India-France relations, 25 years of partnership of India-France relations.
Okay, sir.
Strategic partnership of 25 years of strategic partnership. Then
Yes, sir.
India UK, India EU relations, India UK relations, India
Okay.
FTA, India UK FTA.
Yes, sir.
Where what is the list of safe states that UK has come up with? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then major commodities of trade between India and UK, India and EU. How has Brexit affected those relations?
Yes, sir.
Initiatives for promotion of sciences in India. It can be inspired or it can be science and technology research policy or IPR policy, initiatives for
Yes.
promotion of research like imprint or
Yes, sir.
research parks and technology business incubators in India.
Yes, sir.
Where got first prize in inter college essay competition on my dream India. ठीक है तो my dream India. So what are the challenges that India is facing? Five security challenges, five developmental challenges, solutions government is implementing. What else do you think could be implemented? ठीक है उसके बाद देन थर्ड प्राइज इन इंट्रा कॉलेज पोएट्री कंपटीशन ऑन एपीजे अब्दुल कलाम अच्छा सो मेजर स्कीम्स ऑफ गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया ओके so my dream India mein, it is a very broad topic and it can be questions can be very vague so what is
Okay, sir.
India like what are the flagship schemes of government of India what are the developmental challenges India is facing what are the security challenges India is facing
Yes, sir.
if you had the chance to rewrite one policy or introduce or rewrite one law in government of India one provision of constitution what would you have done try
Yes.
to look into the major flagship schemes of government of India from the provisions point of view, and then implement status of implementation, critical analysis, and improvements. Then you got poetry, and then you got prize in poetry. So initiatives taken by Government of India for promotion of poetry and literature, major awards and honors, initiatives by Sahitya Academy, major poets in India, and then there can be issues regarding the grammar in poetry. So what is meter in poetry?
Yes.
Major poets of India, matlab not just contemporary, but ancient India, medieval India as well. Court poet of major dynasties, rulers, major court poets of rulers of major dynasties. Like who was the court poet of Akbar or Jahangir or Shah Jahan or Ashoka or the Guptas. Obviously, I mentioned the former president, the late APJ Abdul Kalam. So, what can you learn from his life? Have you read Wings of Fire?
Space policy, sir.
His contribution to missile development as well as space. So
Yes.
integrated guided missile development program, ISRO from INCOSPAR Two major space missions of ISRO this year.
Yes, sir.
Outer Space Treaty, renegotiation for that. Science, technology, research policy will be important. Then publish a paper titled Evaluation of Impact of COVID-19 on Mental Health and Healthcare Professionals. Very important topic. Not much research on that. Effect, mental health impact on healthcare professionals because they had to work under very strenuous conditions.
Yes, sir.
So, what were your findings? How did India handle COVID? Okay,
Yes, sir.
India's handling of COVID, Disaster Management Act, disaster management rules, and then how are we prepared for the next pandemic? Did you see this prevention, mitigation, response, recovery, this entire cycle working in COVID for
Okay,
disaster
sir.
management? How is the Sendai framework implemented in India?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then Calamity Contingency Fund, Disaster Response Fund. Then healthcare is also mentioned. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So Disaster Management Act, National Disaster Management Authority, State Disaster Management Authority, District Disaster Management Authority, Disaster Management Plan, National Institute for Disaster Management. Then Sendai Framework, Prevention, Mitigation, Response, Recovery, how this is working, how are we prepared for the next pandemic, and then healthcare professionals. So do look into the basic schemes for healthcare in India, like Ayushman or Janni Suraksha Yojana or Rajasthan government's Universal Right to Health Bill and initiatives that Government of India has been taking to promote and achieve universal healthcare. Jan Aushadhi Yojana, then initiatives taken to promote generic medicines, Ayush healthcare systems. What is your opinion regarding Ayush practitioners being given bridge courses and then allowed to practice allopathy? How would you bridge rural-urban divide in healthcare? Do you think national health policy has done justice with mental health care? Amendments in Mental Health Care Act in 2017. And do you think enough has been done for primary healthcare in India? What has the government been doing to promote medical tourism?
Okay, sir.
Then obtained grade A in NCC, B and C certificate. Grade A in NCC, B and C certificate. What does that mean? What certificate did you have?
So two certificates, B and C. In both of it, I got A grade, sir. Yes, sir.
Acha,
Yes, sir.
quite confusing for someone who is not well versed with the grading system of NCC.
Okay, sir. Uh, yes, sir. I'll clarify it if asked.
Okay.
Yes.
So what is NCC?
Yes, sir.
What is NCC? Why was it instituted? What is its motto? What have you learned? What reforms would you want to bring in NCC? How can we increase its visibility? And why aren't you going to uniform service? When you were in NCC and you were also given the Best Cadet Award at NCC Combined Annual Training Camp, CATC 2021. So what did you learn? How has it changed your life? What have you contributed from that to public life? What can you bring from NCC to civil service? Why aren't you going to uniform service? What reforms do you want to bring in NCC? What is the motto of NCC? Camp CDM and CATC. So what were the challenges? What have you learned? What were your roles and responsibilities? And if that associates with a general studies related topic, then there is a chance of building a conversation with that. See,
Okay,
in
sir.
the interview, the idea is that you need to build a conversation with the panel members. For that,
Right,
you
sir.
have to constantly associate the entries of your DAC with some topic or the other with general studies or current affairs
Okay,
or
sir.
HR questions where you can show one or more aspects of your personality. What they want to see in you is that whether or not you are inquisitive, humble, trainable, optimistic with balance of opinion, and whether or not you are honest or you have integrity or not. So these are the things that they want to see in you. Okay.
Yes.
So wo try to show these things through the entries of your DAF and try to build a conversation around general studies related topics from the entries in your DAF.
Yes, sir.
ब्लॉगिंग फिर ब्लॉगिंग कमेंटिंग ऑन मूवीज ठीक है तो
Yes, sir.
व्हाट काइंड ऑफ मूवीज हैव यू सीन लेटली
Yes, sir.
So, who is your favorite producer, director? What kind of movies have you seen? Or then, what are the awards and honors given? Why is regional cinema becoming important? Do you think there's actually discrimination against Indian movies or movies from Asia in the Academy Awards? Who is your favorite actor? And whichever movie you mention, once again, try to have a list of movies ready
Yes, sir.
which general studies topics can be related to which general studies topics can be related and from which conversations regarding general studies topic can be built.
Okay, sir.
You mentioned just some random movies like I'm not going to name any movie, but you get the idea, right?
Yes, sir.
Random movies which are just comedy movies or that does not really have a social message. If you
Yes,
imagine
sir.
such movies, then they're not going to be interested in talking to you about it.
Yes, sir.
On the other hand, if you mention a movie which deals with, say, uh, issues of slum dwellers
Mhm.
or issues faced by beggars or issues,
Yes, sir.
uh, some real crime regarding issues regarding child welfare. If you
Yes, sir.
mention such movies, then they will want to discuss with you. Okay, what did you see? What was the storyline? What was the message? What are the status of implementation of government schemes? Based on your analysis and learning of that movie, do you think some scheme should be redesigned? Or if there is no particular scheme which addresses that issue, do you think a new scheme should be brought in? Do we need amendment to that law?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this can be a very good entry as long as you use it wisely. If
Okay,
you
sir.
mention random movies and you mention random comments that you have been writing on movies, I'm not saying that you are, but if you
Yes.
mention some random comments that acting was not good, screenplay was not good, color was not good, music was not good, or it was good, so what is the
Yes.
point? They're not going to be very interested in that.
Mhm.
Unless and until you can relate it to a general studies topic. And
Yes.
your aim is to build a conversation in the interview. Remember that you are not going there to answer all the questions.
Yes,
It
sir.
is not mains. Everybody who goes there can answer most of the questions.
Mhm.
But as long as you don't set yourself apart by building a value-added conversation with the panel members, they are not going to reward you because they are not
Okay, sir.
going to perceive you as different or
Mhm.
better than an average candidate. And unless and until that happens, you will end up with a score of 165. So remember,
Okay, sir.
try to use each and every topic of your DAF to tell the
Yes, sir.
panel members something new that they might not have known. And it is very
Okay, sir.
possible if they are not experts from that field.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
If nobody is there in the panel from French, from France, or if nobody is there in the panel who has worked with France or
Yes,
is
sir.
an expert of India-France relations or comes from psychology background, then you should know more than they do. And that is
Yes,
where
sir.
you can take the lead. That is where you can get their attention. That is where you can tell them something new.
Okay, sir.
That is why I told this entire thing to you about poems, about movies, about this CATC work, about NCC, or about COVID.
Yes, sir.
So if you are able to add value to the conversation, your score will shoot. Otherwise, you are looking at an average score of 165.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है.
Yes, sir.
उसके बाद फिर तमिलनाडु, योर कार्ड ऑफ
Yes.
रेफरेंस. चलो, पहला आपका तमिलनाडु. तमिलनाडु, महाराष्ट्र, उड़ीसा, नहीं, आई एम सॉरी, तमिलनाडु, महाराष्ट्र, राजस्थान, उड़ीसा, राइट.
Yes, sir.
तमिलनाडु, महाराष्ट्र, राजस्थान, उड़ीसा एंड वेस्ट बंगाल. ठीक है.
Yes.
Then they can also go into IPS card preferences are Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra,
The
Rajasthan,
same, sir.
Odisha, and West Bengal. Service preference आपका IAS, IPS, IFS, then income tax, customs, then sixth is railway management, seventh is audit, eighth is civil accounts, ninth is defense accounts, tenth is defense estate. Audit and account was not preferred above railways because of EOL provision.
Uh, Sir, I thought there was, I mean, I was told that there was more contact with people and with in the railways, so I chose that one, sir. Uh, Over accounts.
Okay,
Yes.
that may or may not be true depending on which department you are working in. That may or
Yes,
may
sir.
not be true. But audit
Okay,
and
sir.
accounts is also a fantastic job. You get enough exposure, there's enough opportunity for deputation as well as career progression is faster. So
Okay,
it
sir.
is also a very good job. Plus posting is in better cities rather than rural areas, if it that is a concern for you.
Yes.
Okay. So that is
Yes.
pretty much it from my side. If there's anything that you want to ask, you can discuss. Or you
Uh,
can ask, we can discuss. Otherwise, we can conclude the session and do make sure that you send me the keywords of your DAP.
yes, sir. So regarding preparation for this states and the places I've been, what should how should I go about it? Like you said, social, economical, political
Google,
background.
intense Googling. You will
Okay,
find
sir.
editorials, you'll find articles. Go to
Okay, sir.
Times of India, Indian Express, Hindu, whichever newspaper you like. Go to their website and put
Yes, sir.
this keyword, maybe Tamil Nadu. Put this
Okay, sir.
keyword in the search section and read past 5 6 months of news. You will find enough content.
Okay, sir.
Go to Wikipedia then. Then
Yes, sir.
just put Madhya Pradesh and or Madhya Pradesh or Tamil Nadu, whichever. For me,
Yes,
it
sir.
was Madhya Pradesh. Put that keyword in Google and search and read 10 to 15 links. You'll find enough content.
Okay, sir.
Then there will be reports. Like there is this one organization that I used to follow, like India Brand Equity Foundation. So it used to come up with good reports every year covering the basic data policy schemes of the state. So it used
Okay,
to
sir.
publish a report every year for Madhya Pradesh. I am not sure if it does the same for Tamil Nadu, but I suppose it must be doing so.
Okay, sir.
So there you will get a good compilation of schemes
Yes, sir.
and data
Yes.
as well.
Yes, sir. Sir, and regarding French, I am not fluent in French. So would they ask me to speak in French or?
What did
Uh,
you learn then in college?
so it was more literature. Like we learned how to write and all, but we don't really speak.
But
Uh,
you know how to read, right?
yes, sir. I can read.
Okay, so there are various levels of certification.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you should know which level, till which level you are proficient and qualified to get which level of certification.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
So it is acceptable if you can say that I cannot speak, but I can listen, understand, and read.
Yes, sir.
Okay. But you should be thorough with India, France, India, EU relations. There
Okay,
is
sir.
exception. It is part of international relations, it is part of GS.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है.
Yes. Uh,
What else?
that is all as of now, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, chalo then if you think of anything later on, if you want to discuss anything later on, you can always get in touch with me.
Yes, sir.
Right now, we can conclude the session and you can send me the keywords of your DAF.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. So you'll get a
Yes, sir.
question bank based on that.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है.
Uh, yes, sir.
चलो
Thank you,
good
sir.
luck then. Take care.